Hey, welcome back everybody. Harry P here. Hopefully you can hear me fine as we are in the RTV. So today what we're doing is we are heading up the same thing we've been doing. We've got a bunch of rounds bucked up out in the woods and we're just out shuttling them back and forth to our spot here where as soon as I get my splitter back, we're going to be up here working on this pile of rounds. What I do and how I do it for the firewood. I try to make the wood dry out as soon as possible, so there's certain things that I do to make it dry out, but yet I still like it to weigh a lot, because at night when you put a lot of pounds of wood in the wood stove, it's going to burn for longer than putting a couple sticks in. So it's easy to split your wood smaller and make it dry faster, but the way I split it, it still weighs a lot, you know, and I'll show that to you when the splitter comes back and we start splitting. Right now we're just transporting it out of the woods. I've got a nice camera angle here I want to try and share with you, and we'll go from there. Okay, here we go. Up into the hills. I don't know, I hear everybody talk about how hard it is to understand and see stuff on camera. And I don't. I guess when I review the footage, we'll see it. But, you know, these are steep hills, and it really, you know, if you were to walk by foot, you know, you'd really understand how much work it is to get back and forth up and down these hills here. So we are going to go all the way in the back. I had bucked up some white oak a couple weeks ago. It was a dead white oak, and now we're getting it out of the woods. That trailer that I'm pulling, you know, with the front wheel steering on there, really just follows the RTV nice. You know, I was driving it around inside the woods between trees, doing, you know, turning it around and stuff, and it just follows right behind the RTV. I seen a commercial, it was an older commercial, and they had, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these trailers all hooked to each other. And every single one of them went the same path as the tractor that they were hauling with. So, off to my left here, there's a big gully. It's got to be 25, 30 feet down. Water's been eroding it out, but it's always been there. But the past, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 years or so, we've had a couple of doozy thunderstorms that have rolled through here and really dumped a lot of water, more than normal, and it added to the erosion. I have to switch it 4-wheel. These are a little smaller rounds, so I'll be able to double pickaroon. You know, I'm right-handed. I can't do anything with my left hand. I mean anything. So I'm going to go up and around our dam on this one, just because with the four-wheel trailer, you can't back these up. So everything at the end has to have a loop around it. You know, you have to have a plan where you're driving through everywhere. And it's just a different way of thinking about things, you know. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just different. I know many times my brother has tried to back that trailer up, and he can't back a boat in the water, and he's going to back up a four-wheel trailer. I just tell him, get off, push it around, reconnect it. So I cut this second road here, and it's kind of rough. Our pond off to the left. It's a runoff pond. It has a lot of tadpoles and frogs at times. And almost always has wood ducks on it. So this is a little bit hairy getting around there. Whoa! See the angle? Of that 8-foot turning radius, and I'm going to swing wide here and right around to there. So we'll pick up the load logs right here. On this side here, we got another couple of small elms that I cut down. Trying to, up above there, we're trying to make a new road. I don't know how much you could tell the angle. As we were coming down that road from picking up that white oak, you know, that around the pond there, it's scary. You know, I guess it's another positive point to the RTV over at the mule is that the RTV is much heavier and it seems to stick to the ground more. I know there was been times where we had one wheel off the ground on that mule, going over that exact same area. We're not getting that with the RTV. It's a hot one today. as far as working in firewood, you know, if you they say that it'll warm you twice, you know, once when you cut it and once when you burn it. Having these rounds down before it gets hot would be a big deal. I don't mind running a splitter when it's hot out, but you know, going up and down these hills when it's hot out is a different story, especially because of ticks. We have deer ticks here, and I think I've been bitten 4 times already this year. Buried in. Not only is it gross, but it's dangerous with that Lyme disease. Taking a brief look for any morel mushrooms. This is our elm trees. Hey everybody, Harry P with the Driftless Homestead. If you watch the channel, you know that we had a little giveaway for the month of April. And if you hit subscribe, and in the comments you wrote, I want a pickaroon, I want a hookaroon, you would win this particular pickaroon, as I call it. You say tomato, I say tomato. Anyway, we did the drawing on it, and the person who won is Hickory Acre Farms. And if they could put a comment in this video, I'll actually reach out to them on their video, and we'll see if we can exchange addresses and I can get this shipped out to you right away, because I know you're probably making wood for next winter already. So extremely useful tool. I've told steel dealers I don't understand how they don't sell 2 of these with every chainsaw, so that they could people. You got the saw to cut up the wood. Now how do you move it onto the trailer, onto your pile, onto the wood splitter? You know, so very useful tool. So for everyone else, I want to thank you for participating. I want to thank you for showing up every week too. It really means a lot to us. And I also want to remind everybody to hit that like button, give me a big thumbs up, and share with your friends. And comment what you think about the pickaroons in your in the comments down below. Do you use them? Do you watch other people use them? Have you tried them before? Because it really is a back saver. So thanks for showing up, and have a great day.